Plaintiff Lamont Jones met the defendant when they worked together, and he always admired the defendant's work ethic. However, Lamont claims the defendant gets himself in financial binds because he's a big dreamer, and he's suing him today for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Johnny Hackett Jr. was a manager when he and Lamont first started working together, and he helped Lamont get a managerial position as well. Johnny insists he doesn't owe Lamont for anything.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I met Johnny in 2006, co-workers. For 13 years, I looked up to him as a leader, professional.
You all been working together since '06?
No, sir, not since '06. This was, he left the company in 2010.
Okay, but you worked together for 4 years there?
Yes,
and
sir.
then remained friends,
Yes, sir.
obviously? Okay, good.
That's
Go
my
ahead.
homeboy.
Good.
We hang out. My man, 50 grand, that's what you want to say. But this is not the Johnny that I met in 2006. So he's a big dreamer, but he gets himself into financial binds by doing that. For
Doesn't
instance,
believe in crawling before walking.
pretty much, sir, exactly. For instance, I was staying with him in September. I came home one day and his car was on brakes. So I thought, I didn't know if somebody stole the rims or what was going on, but when I talked to him, he advised me, yeah, he sold the rims.
Condom. Now that's bad, sir. You gotta pawn the tires off your car. It ain't get any worse than that. What dream had he spent his money on that time? Do you know? Nothing wrong with being a dreamer, but you gotta be a little, you have to handle it with reason. I know a lot of people who are big dreamers and they quit their jobs over something they have no foothold in. You don't have a foothold in this dream. I know a buddy of mine, I hope he ain't watching. I'm not saying his name, but he quit 4 jobs every time he got a music act that he thought were going to be million record sellers.
Oh, he's a manager of music?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he discovered a little band up the street, on the corner, whatever. Oh, they sound good. Oh, quit his job. And of course, the odds for becoming a major recording artist is like 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
And so you weren't like that. How many jobs? You didn't quit your jobs, though, did you, for your dreams?
Nah, no, Your Honor.
There you go. I always advise people, go for your dreams, but make sure you have some type of stability in your life. All right.
That, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
I think he did quit his job one time for them dreams.
That's what I'm saying. Man. Don't do that. All right.
He was moping for a while, about a year or two.
He was moping for a
that's
year.
That's my homie, but I felt sorry for him. But
Let me get some background from you, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I was in the management position when he came on, and he wanted to get into management as well. So me and a couple other guys, we used our influence, got him into management
Good.
as well in IT.
What industry?
IT as well. So we got Lamont up there in the IT. He could roll with the big dogs with us at that time. Lamont's a good dude, man, good brother, family man, stuff like that. And we started to get into some business and different things like that. So, we definitely wanted to set that example as far as pulling each other up, pulling brothers up, within the workplace, stuff like that, and then expanding outside of that.
Good.
In terms
That's
of,
unique, and hats off, because
yeah.
a lot of men like to compete with each other on the job. They don't want to help each other. They sabotage each other.
Nah, we don't do
what
that.
have you. So
No, Your Honor.
good. But make sure you have some type of stability in your life. All right.
That, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
I think he did quit his job one time for them dreams.
That's what I'm saying. Man. Don't do that.
Plaintiff Lamont Jones worked with the defendant, and although he always admired the defendant, he claims the defendant is a big dreamer who often gets into financial binds.
Tell me about some of your dreams he said you have had. Tell me your approach to pursuing your dreams.
But make it sound like I want to be a singer or something like that. You know? I don't know what's going on.
You want to be a manager like my man. All you needed to quit is 3 more jobs, and
Right. Now, our first business was a nonprofit organization, 2009, Yana.
Okay.
Lamont, myself, a couple other buddies, we started that. Now, that's a nonprofit organization.
Doing what? What was the goal and objective, purpose, rather?
It's called the Life Foundation, Lasting Intelligence for Everyone. So, we went around the schools educating teens, 2 sides to it. It was the corporate side and then the life side. So corporate, how to put the resume together, different things like that, go on a job interview. And then the life side, health insurance, savings account, credit, different things like that, right? So, we pretty much go into that. And we did that for free, so there was no money, there was not a lot of money into that, right? So we're doing it for free, but that was our first thing. Yeah, so we moved from that. We start to do other parties and different things like that to try to bring in some money. We started to mentor other organizations doing the same things. And then all the way up to this year with Black Dollar North Carolina, pretty much a different business where we just have a Black-owned business directory. And we pretty much, that's free too. But if you have a Black-owned business, you can put it in the directory for free.
Excellent.
Consumers, they can go through, they can look at those businesses, do business with them, stuff like that. So again, that's a long process as well, but we got a plan for it.
And the reason I need to know we do this is because there's a history in our community of not buying from each other, not patronizing our own business. And if we don't patronize our own businesses and make enough to stay in business, we can't hire our own people. 85% of the Black businesses hire other Black people.
Yep.
Corporate America, 4% hire Black people. And even though we're 14% of the population.
Wow.
So we hire our own, like most people do, starting with their family, then their friends, then the folks in their community. It's nothing racist. It's trying to provide for yourself, your family, and your community, as opposed to having to lean on or depend on somebody else. Stop begging. Stop begging white people to do for yourself what you won't do for yourself. Start a business in your community and hire your own folks, right? And that's what you all have done. I applaud that.
That's right.
And white folks should applaud that too. So there you go. So we not in y'all pocket. And we can pay our taxes and reduce poverty and crime and drugs and failed education system. In my opinion, the #1 answer to crime is a job.
Yep.
That's correct. It is.
So the more we hire, the more jobs.
Yep.
Those who have left the community, factories, other stores, grocery markets, many other major companies have left communities that don't have a high income. And some because they don't want to deal with the social ramifications of the folks not having the high income. Exactly. Whether it's crime, whether it's dysfunction, whether it's ignorance, whatever it is. And so when they leave, somebody needs to step in to hire those folks. And those in that community need to start businesses to hire their friends, their family, and folks in their community when they've been abandoned. For example, in Detroit, when you say things that will give insight to people, I got to expand on it a little bit. Yes. In Detroit, we had 300,000 jobs leave town with the factories over the course of 15 years. People want to know what happened to Detroit? 300,000 people lost their jobs. That's what happened. The corporations moved the factories to Mexico, to Canada, and to southern states where they don't have to deal with unions. So that's why Detroit is so broke or so much poverty. And we don't have the banks or the business acumen or wherewithal. We always so dependent on working for somebody else. We don't have the businesses or can't get the loans from the banks to start our own businesses, to step in where the corporations abandon us and the city goes to the devil. I was about to say to hell. So I did say it, so the city goes to hell. So that's why it's important, and I thank you all for trying to build up businesses that will help folks in your community so we don't have to depend on others to eat.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me about the loan you're suing him for, $1,100.
I loaned Mr. Hackett $1,500 September 16th. He advised me he was going to pay me in 2 days. 2 days turned to 2 more days, and 2 more days turned to 2 more weeks, and 2 weeks after that. So after a month and a half, he finally sent me $400 of the loan. So today, I'm suing for the remainder, $1,100 that he owes me.
Okay.
Plaintiff Lamont Jones worked with the defendant, and although he always admired the defendant, he claims the defendant is a big dreamer who often gets into financial binds.
Sir, what do you say to this?
So September 16th, he did give me $1,500. And I was under the assumption that that was a gift because of all these different businesses and everything that we working on. Now, the 2 days, I don't know nothing about that. A week later, he called me and said that he was going to Vegas and that he needed the $1,500 back. And I'm like, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's been a week. Like we ain't even talked about nothing like that.
Talked about nothing like what?
Like any repay, nothing.
Okay.
No agreement. So, he's making me feel bad because he wasn't going to Vegas. I felt bad because he didn't invite me to Vegas. He didn't even invite me to Vegas.
You're broke. How you gonna go somewhere you're
I'm
broke?
just saying.
Come on,
But he tried
You need to go to Vegas.
And Your Honor, I would have declined the trip as well. But he didn't invite me. But he made me feel as if he was gonna have to cancel out on his trip to Vegas. So, I looked in my phone. I said, "Look, man, I'll shoot you $400 real quick. I got that. I don't want you to cancel your trip over this." So I sent that to him, and I thought everything was good.
Now, what did you need the gift for that he gave you?
What was it,
What
Your
did
Honor?
you need the gift he gave you?
To keep moving with all the business stuff that we're doing, as
Okay.
far as the organizations, we do
All right,
invest in.
you had to have it to keep moving forward.
That's correct. Yes, Your Honor.
So then how would you give $400 to a person going to Vegas?
Well, again, that's a good friend of mine. It's my brother, and he told me he needed it.
That's not even reasonable, sir. If you needed the money so much so to keep your business moving forward, that's what you say you needed the $1,500 for.
Exactly.
How could you then give it away for somebody to go on a vacation? Sir, what do you say to this? You know I know this is
Sir,
nonsense. What do you have?
I have text messages where it says he's gonna pay me back in 2 days.
I was giving you all these props. Now people not going to even buy your directory. Could you put your hands on small lump sum for 2 days? LOL. How much you talking, bruh? This is September 15th. Is it 9,000? That's you saying that. He says, LOL, no, man, I need $1,500 though, which is basically my check. I gotta pay 3 major bills. What do you say to that, sir?
That I don't. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. I don't even see that. I don't even remember that.
Okay. You got a bad memory. Well, that worked against you this time.
It's the only on the weekend treatment he can get.
That's right. All right, judgment for the plaintiff. You just forgot, as you said. You don't remember it. In the meantime, my advice is you all continue to try and help your community with your nonprofits. That's very important. I'm very proud of you guys for doing that. And once you build your businesses, you can do like I do from time to time. See, Doyle has a business. What's the name of your business?
Devco Printing.
How do you spell it?
DEVCO.
Here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Devco Printing is a business he has here in Chicago. And he works, as you know, full time for us. And so that's how you do it. I understand that. Have a good day.
He's always my bro. He's gonna always be the same. So
Oh yeah, most definitely.
no matter.
Most
Ain't no money gonna take that away.